Court is overruling my objection, Your Honor.
I've not gotten there yet, but I will. 702 Daubert, GE versus Joyner, Kumo Tire. That list that's proposed under those cases is not all encompassing. It doesn't apply to every field. This lady, according to my understanding, sufficiently says that her findings are reliable just because having her notes that she's never cut up a comforter doesn't mean that her findings are not reliable and would assist this jury. So I'll allow her to testify about the comforter. Or let the jury step out of that. If you'll sit up just a second.
Sorry, I'll just step up. Yes. Raise your right hand.
You swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, so help me God.
I do.
Sir, would you please tell us your name and spell your first and last name for us?
It's Detective Adam Reese, Adamreese.
And Detective Reese, by whom are you employed?
Metro Nashville Police Department.
How long have you been, pardon me, with the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department?
About 18 and a half years.
And were you working in that capacity in the month of February 2023?
Yes, I was.
What were your duties or assignments in February of 2023?
I'm a detective in the homicide unit and was at that time.
Get to the point of why you're on the stand at this particular time. On about February the 27th of 2023, had you become involved in an investigation concerning a young lady named Jade Benning?
Yes, I had.
And pursuant to your duties and responsibilities in respect to that case, did you have opportunity to go to Vanderbilt University Medical Center to collect an item of evidence?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you recall approximately when that was?
It was on the 27th at approximately 4 p.m.
Okay. And where did you go when you arrived at the hospital?
I went to the room that Jade Benning was hospitalized in.
Okay. What was her condition, at least as far as you physically seeing her?
She was unconscious. I don't recall if she was intubated, but she was not in a position where I could talk to her.
Okay. Were there medical personnel present?
Yes, there were.
Okay. Were her family, was her mother present?
Yes.
And who was that?
Bridget Burks.
Okay. And was there a reason for you being there and collecting evidence?
Yes, I was advised to come collect a urine sample directly from Miss Bennett.
And did you do that?
Yes, well, a nurse
I was going to say,
collected
did you
it
collect it?
in my presence and then handed it to me.
And how was that collected in your presence? Just what did the nurse do?
She collected it from a catheter bag where Miss Benning's urine was collecting.
And what, if anything, was it collected in?
It was collected into a specimen cup.
And what did the nurse do with that specimen cup?
She put a lid on it and gave it to me.
And what did you do with that specimen cup?
I placed it in an evidence bag, sealed it with the adhesive, evidence tape label, and initialed it, dated it, and wrote the time down that it was sealed.
Okay. And was there documentation of that generated?
Yes, I mean it was.
Paperwork.
Yes, there was what we call a Form 110, which is a property and evidence submission form.
No objection.
All right, if I could have this group of 5 photographs be passed to Detective Reese. Detective Reese, you're being handed 5 photographs. Would you look at those and see if you recognize what is depicted in each of those?
Yes, 4 of these is the bag, the biohazard bag that the item was placed in. From 2 of them are before it's in and placed into an additional bag, and then the additional bag looks like it was probably applied by our property and evidence clerk that I gave the sample to. And then the item that's a document is a photo of the property and evidence submission slip that I completed at the time that I submitted the urine sample.
All right, I would tender those as the next numbered exhibit, athlete 36.
Okay.
Is that all right? And for his permission, could I publish them briefly and ask?
You want these?
I think just here.
Okay, let him.
I put up what I believe I just arbitrarily labeled A, which is now 36A, but what are we seeing in this photograph?
That is the property and evidence bag with the sample of urine that I just talked about placed inside.
Okay. And I believe you referenced there may have been additional labeling as the case went on from the property room.
Correct. So I placed it in one bag initially that was labeled for biohazard, and I sealed that with evidence tape. And then when I took it to the property room, they put it in an additional bag, and this barcoded label you see here is applied by them.
So is that the same specimen cup of urine that you watched the nurse get out of the catheter bag?
Yes.
And this is letter B. Thought I might need to zoom in a little bit on that, but can you see anything that you recognize as being your handwriting?
Yes, there on that blue evidence tape. It's a little bit washed out by the light, but I can read it. It's a AR, which is my initial, and then a 2/27/23 for the date of February 27th, 2023, followed by 1603 HRS, which is 1603 hours military time, 4:03 p.m.
You referenced there was a photograph or two before the real packaging took place. Is that one of those of the clear bag?
Yes.
And then as things went on, biohazard added
Yes, and that's just the other side of the bag.
the other side. And is this the form that indicates collection time, case number, when it was submitted to the property room?
Correct.
Right. And when you took it to the property room, what did you do with it, this item of evidence?
I actually handed it directly over to one of the property evidence clerks.
And is that what generated this document?
Yes,
36?
I completed that document on the computer, submitted it, printed it, and turned it over to them, and they placed it in cold storage.
Those are my questions relevant to this issue.
Okay. Any questions from the defense?
No.
Thank you. Who's next?
Amanda Sweet.